This video is about how I mounted a keychain camera on my TREX 450 Sport. This is the keychain video camera. It's available on eBay for about $10. It looks just like the key fob used to open your car door. There are a few different versions of this camera, but they all look identical on the outside. And this is what I used to mount underneath the heli for aerial videography. What you'll need to make this mount is some 1-inch thick foam that I got at my local craft store, and some tie wraps, and a sharp pair of scissors. My first attempt at making a mount was taking a piece of foam and cutting a slit in it like a pocket, and I put the camera in there and I mounted this whole thing underneath the heli. But this proved to be too loose of a mount, and I got a lot of the wavy problems that most people have with these little cameras. So instead I took a piece of the foam. This is about 4 inches wide by about 3 inches high. I cut it in the shape of a cross, and then I mount it to the landing gear with some tie wraps like this. I just snip off the excess tie wrap, next step is to take the camera, have the lens obviously pointing forward, stick it on top of the foam so the back of the camera is actually resting against the landing gear. Then I cut some pieces of foam as shims. These are different thicknesses. This one's about 1/4 of an inch, this one's maybe 3/8 or 1/2. You can put the shim underneath there, and that adjusts the angle of the camera. If you're getting a little too much of the bottom of the canopy, you can put a thicker shim in there. That makes the camera point down a little bit more. The biggest problem with this mount is that there's nothing permanently holding the camera in there. It's just a friction mount. So if you did some very hard 3D, the camera might fly out of there. I've only done some fast pirouettes and the camera stayed in place. And when you're done filming, simply pull the camera out, take some diagonal cutters, snip off the tie wraps, save the foam for the next time you want to do some videography.